Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Tatiana Lemomi. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the post notification bell, that way you get notified every time I post. And yeah, let's get into today's video. So today's video, what we're going to be doing is going to be a sip with me. I do have my Truly lemonade, original lemonade here. It's the tall can. Yes, I am over 21. And the title of today's topic is going to be about fake friends. And yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of touch on that and a few little story times here or there. And so yeah, if you see me kind of looking down on my it's kind of because I'm looking at my notes. I want to make sure I kind of catch everything here. Okay, so fake friends. So a little bit backstory about me. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't really care to. I've always been the kind of person that's always kind of been by myself. I do obviously have some friends, but I don't really have a lot. And so I thought this would be a good topic to touch on because I did used to have a lot of friends. I did lose a good amount of them, and I'll get into that. And I know there's other people out here that have friends that are going through friendships, breaking up and whatever. And you know, you think someone's your friend and then you find out that they're really not. So yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. And you know, I won't be saying anybody's names. If anything, I'll be changing names. But yeah, so okay, when it comes to fake friends, what I would consider to be a fake friend, and when I have friends, like, I'm loyal to you. Like, I'm ready to go all out for you. If you need me, you know, you're having boy problems, someone's messing with you, like, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to throw down whatever you need, girl. I got you. That's the type of friend that I am. And of course, when I make friends, I'm looking for the same type of friendship back, right? That makes sense. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying before, I used to have a lot of friends. When I was in high school, like, I wasn't popular or anything or well known, but you know, I had friends, and I was always there for friends. And if you knew me in high school, then girl, you know, if you needed help with your homework, I was that one. I help you, you know, whatever you need. And that's kind of what I did. You know, I helped a lot of people out. People needed help with their homework, I helped them in the best way that I could. Girl, I didn't even open this. Okay, anyway, before I even get into this story, I'm gonna go ahead and open my Truly because it's gonna have to get lit up here. And for those of us that have nails, I don't know if you guys already know this, but if you have bracelets, right, and you're trying to open up your alcoholic beverage, you just place your bracelet. And I like to kind of go with my thicker bracelet instead of my thin ones because we don't want the thin ones to break. But you just place the bracelet in, pull up, that opens the cap up like that. And then, boom, you have an open alcohol. Oh my God, that's much needed, girl. Very much. Okay, I'm gonna take one more sip for this because it's gonna get juicy. So anyway, like I was saying, so when I was in high school, I was that friend. Like, if you needed me, you needed to cry, whatever, someone was coming after you, bullying you, I'm there. I'm that type of friend. And, you know, I used to always have like a lot of friends that were girls and whatever. And when I was in high school, I actually had a high school sweetheart when I was in high school. And, you know, we all had mutual friends, so we kind of all used to hang out together and whatever. And you know, we graduated high school and everything, and we all kind of still remained friends, like a big, you know, bunch of us and stuff like that. And throughout the years, you know, even though his friends weren't my friends and my friends weren't his friends, of course he's going to try to make friends with my friends, I'm going to try and make friends with his friends, and you know, just kind of build that relationship. So everyone, you know, was friends, and we all would hang out, we would drink, we would do things together. Yeah. And then it came about 4 years ago. So I was actually married to my high school sweetheart. And, you know, things went left between us. There was a lot of things that was going on behind the scenes that nobody really knew about. And, you know, one day I kind of decided to call it quits. And you know, we're going through our own thing, you know, trying to figure out, okay, are we going to get a divorce? You know, what's going to happen, this and that. And majority of the friends that we shared, whether I made them first or he made them first, decided that they wanted to go ahead and be his friend and not be my friend. And you know, that kind of stuff kind of just shows your true loyalty to me. That's kind of how I feel about that. Like, you know, obviously I wouldn't expect you to pick a side, but I would expect everybody to play a mutual side. But nobody, even from my past, really did that except for one person who is still my friend today. She was the only person who, you know, kind of looks at it from my point of view, even though I was the one that did, you know, that did do something wrong. And if you guys ever want to know about that, let me know in the comments. I don't have a problem sharing it because it's not my legal issue anymore. And yeah. So anyway, so we're going through our little phase, you know, where now he's moving out, or we're trying to figure out who's going to go where. And, you know, a lot of my friends are kind of just like, well, why'd you do it? You know, this and that. And it's kind of like, well, you guys don't know what goes on, you know, when you don't see us, when I'm at home, what goes on behind closed doors. And so I kind of want to just say this. I felt like it was kind of fake for especially the friends that I had first. Like, if you're my friend first, and now when you got problems with your man and I'm over there and I'm ready to go ahead and jump with you, you're gonna go ahead and fight somebody, and I know we ain't gonna win, but I'm still gonna jump in for you, you know, whether I'm gonna get my ass beat or not. Oops. And you know, I'm gonna go all out because you're my friend. So now when the tables turn and now I'm going through something, ain't none of one of you bitches, excuse my language, but yes, I'm gonna say it, ain't not one of you bitches turned around and said, well, maybe let's talk about how Tatiana feels. You know, even though, yes, she was in the wrong, and I'll admit that all the way to the very end, I was in the wrong, but still, a bitch got feelings. And if I was your friend, whether you're right or you're wrong, I would let you know what you did wrong, but I would still continue to be your friend, because somebody's got to tell you and put you on your right place and get you back on track. But yeah, girl, none of them did that. They all kind of decided that, you know, they didn't want to be my friend anymore. And in the beginning, yeah, you know, it did kind of hurt. And, you know, I was a little bit like, okay. But at the times, you know, as time went on, I kind of just thought about it and was like, you know what, whatever. Like, I'm not going to cry about friends. And, you know, at the same time, I'm not really going to fight for my side of the story, because for what? Like, there's no point in explaining my side of the story. And if you're not even trying to give me the time of day to even hear my story, and you just want to jump to a conclusion and go to a whole old boy's, you know, side of the track, then, you know, that's cool with me. Like, you know, whatever. So anyway, you know, I let it go, and I remain humble. You know, if you want to say hi to me, I'm still gonna say hi to you, no matter if I'm hurt or whatever. Like, I'm still gonna be a humble bitch. So I was. Now tell me why. Tell me why the friends that I had before I even got married to my high school sweetheart. Now, my high school sweetheart went and got himself another girl, which is, you know, fine, not the problem. But tell me why my friends want to go ahead and be friends and act like they besties with this new girl, as if I never existed, as if my feelings didn't even matter. Yeah, no, you're going to have to check yourself, because I'm checking out. And that's exactly what I did. Because you're not going to be fake around me. You ain't going to play me. And girl, we can't all be friends. Like, let me just tell you, like, no, that's a little bit unloyal to me, especially when I kind of considered some of them to be like my best friends. But yeah, like, you rather be friends with the person I'm getting a divorce with, you know, all buddy up, and be forgetting about me. And then so I kind of told myself, okay, cool, you know, that's cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove myself from the situation. I'm gonna remain humble, not tell my side of the story, because we don't need to go there, and, you know, do me. So in the past 4 years, I've definitely been doing me. You know, I've been doing my own thing, you know, trying to find myself, not to make that mistakes, you know, whatever mistakes I made in the past, I'd be trying to figure out how I cannot make those mistakes again, you know, dealing with stuff, growing, you know, learning how to be on my own again. So, you know, and I see some of them out, you know, like later in life. And, you know, I went through a tough road, like, I had nobody. I had to quit my job when I was going through in the beginning of my divorce. I had no job. I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills. I didn't have any income, didn't have any friends. So, you know, I kind of was by myself, and I did what I had to do to make it work. So I'm working, I'm doing what I can to make $1. I'm trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Basically, I'm doing this job, that job, and I'm hustling, and I'm working, because I'm like, okay, well, my focus needs to go on, my new life that I'm gonna have to create now. So, I did, and took me a few years. I'm not gonna lie, it did take me a while, especially because I had my daughter, which I have no regrets about. I love her to death, and no, she is not with my high school sweetheart. So yeah, it took me a few years. I had to kind of adjust to doing this by myself, and kind of making money for myself, taking care of myself, and I started to learn a bunch of things. I kind of started to learn how to budget my money by myself. I learned how to, really learn how to be like my own type of man, but still be feminine at the same time. And I would see these friends around, whether it's in the bar or just out, and some of them will be like, hey, how are you doing? How's everything going? And I'm sitting over here just like, good. It's actually going really good. Like, I've been living the better than I've ever been. And today, like, I'm able to go ahead and take trips when I want to take trips. I'm able to do things that say that I've done things that I've never done before. I get to go lavish places. I get to eat out lavishly. And it's not because of anybody except for myself, like being by myself, learning that I didn't really need friends, and learning to focus on getting myself back on track actually got me way ahead. So, I said, fuck the friends, because I'm not even trying to make any friends to find out if they're fake or not. I mean, I did make a few on the way that thankfully weren't fake. Thankfully, I am learning here. But I put a lot of energy into focusing on myself, focusing on getting myself ahead. And today people are kind of just like, wow, how are you doing all these extravagant things? And it's like, because I didn't just sit there like the rest of you guys that wanted to sit and talk about my situation and really put your 2 cents about something you really had no say about. But that's okay. I did my own thing. I got myself up where I needed to be. I'm not gonna sit here and make like I've got everything, because there are some things that I need to fix, and I'm not the most perfect person or anything, but I'm gonna sit here and say this. We all come across some fake friends that, you're trying to be loyal to them, and you're trying to show them you're 100%, and you're trying to be a down ass bitch, and then they turn around and now they just want to go ahead and pretend like you ain't never existed. And it's like, okay, girl, and this is what I got to tell, if you're going through that, don't even worry about it. Don't even bother trying to say your side of the story. Don't bother trying to fight them, get mad, none of that. Just remain humble, because eventually your true colors will show. And when you've been a hustler, when you've always known how to make your own and fend for your own, it's gonna come out someday. Like, they gonna realize. And that's exactly what I did. People know, like, I'm about, like, when people around here that know me in my today life, they know I'm about my money. I'm about hustling. I'm about getting paid. I'm about doing what I gotta do to make money. I'm about my business. I don't like to talk to people if it's not about like business kind of stuff, if it's not intellectual. Like, if we just sitting down and we just talking trash about somebody else, boo, I ain't got time for that. I like to talk about how we're gonna make money together. How can we feed off each other? How can we have an intellectual conversation? Can you stimulate my mind? What kind of energy are you coming off? That kind of stuff. And I realized these fake friends that I had before never used to have conversations like that. It was never about how can we all win? How can we all make money? It was more so, hey, I have this, and I'm making this much money, and I work this job now, and I just got this, and and this costed this much. But it was never really building each other up. And I kind of sat there and I was like, you know what? I'm happy to have lost those friends, because girl, what was I thinking? Being hurt about some friends that ain't even trying to get some further in life, that not even trying to talk about how we can all win, not trying to talk about business, none of that. Like, no, honey, we don't got time for that. Okay, cheers to that. And so yeah, and so a lot of my female friends I don't talk to anymore, except for the one that held me down. She still holds me down till this day. She is like family to me now. And I actually did make some more friends along the way, which are more so male friends more than female friends. Like, I've definitely learned that, female friends, they don't got your best interests at heart. They really not trying to be there for you. Some of them are, but most of them really aren't. And so I kind of said, you know what, later with the friends are going to come find me. And they sure did. And I want to say I have way more guy friends, and I'll kind of tell you why. I've learned throughout my time that the guy friends, you know, they don't want to sit down and talk about drama. They don't want to engage in that kind of stuff. They try to have fun, and I'm here trying to have fun too. Like, I'm young. I'm trying to live my life. I'm still trying to have fun. So yes, sign me up for that. And the greatest thing, you know, if you have guy friends, sis, pay attention, because your guy friends sometimes, you know, when they be trying to get other females out there, or they be trying to be a tool, take your notes, because they're showing you what you shouldn't want in a guy. So later on, when you get into yourself a little relationship, or you're trying to figure out if the guy wants you or not, you better think back to your guy friends and be like, now my guy friends always be doing this to women that they really don't care about. And then ding, now you realize he really don't care about you because your guy friend showed you that. And that's what I love about them. They'll show you what a tool looks like. Sis, pay attention, take notes, because they usually be doing that. Also, I feel like male friends don't really tell your secrets. They kind of hold your secret. Well, the ones that I know. This is me speaking off of my personal experiences with male friends. But the male friends that I have, they don't tell my secrets. You know, they don't go out and share. You know, matter of fact, some of them will come back and tell me when somebody's talking about me. You know, like they'll like, hey sis, they'll be like, you know, I just want to let you know that so and so, you know, said this and that, and you know, and I let them know. You know, I have guy friends out there that actually will stick up for me and be like, you know, I let them know, like, no, she not like that. I know her. I've been knowing her. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all that hold me down like that. And then, you know, like they'll protect you. Like I have guy friends when I go out to the bar and stuff. I've got guy friends that always look out for me. They always trying to protect me. You know, if someone's trying to get crazy or weird with me, they're always trying to stand guard for me. They're always holding it down. And you know what? I've realized when I'm real with my guy friends, they're loyal to me. They are loyal. They're loyal, sis. Try it. If you got guy friends, be freaking real with them. You know, talk to them. You know, don't hide anything, because at the end of the day, you're just friends. You know what I mean? You can learn something from the opposite sex, and they can learn something from you too. So, you know, take the time out of your day and actually sit there and take some notes, listen, all that. Oh, another thing. When you have guy friends, especially the ones that know how to do like mechanic work, construction, anything, you know, useful in the daily household and stuff like that, girl, you could always call your guy friends. Call them up, because they always wanted to come over. If you real, and now this is if you're a real ass bitch, because guys will know when you are a real ass bitch, they'll be acting different for you. So if you're a real ass bitch, the guys will come help you. You know, you got a mechanical problem, call them up, because they'll be there. They'll be there willing to help you out if you're a real ass bitch. They will, trust me. They always come through for me. And then while they're helping you do your mechanic work, girl, you better sit down and you better start taking notes too, because if you're trying to be an independent woman, you better be taking some notes, because we need to know that these days, us girls, we got to get down and dirty and do our own stuff. We need to be our own man. Yeah, and that's pretty much why I have more guy friends than girlfriends. I feel like they're so much realer. They're so much greater to talk to. You can have so much. Anyway, what I was saying was, you can have so much fun with them. They're always going to be loyal to you, you know, and they're not going to, if you're real with them, they're not going to treat you like you just some other girl off the street, you know. They're actually going to have respect for you. Like if you have respect for yourself and you carry yourself in a certain way, and these guys will notice it, and then they're going to have respect for you, because they're going to know she not playing with the tool stuff, you know. And call them out on that, and you know, keep it real with them, because they'll be loyal to you. Like, I love my guy friends out there, you know, like if you watching this and you my guy friend, you a real one. And if you're my one or two female friends I got out there that you know I'm real with you, you a real one too, girl. Shout out to you. And guys, just remember, if you got any fake friends around you, any type of fake energy, go ahead and remove that. It's gonna hurt, trust me, it's gonna hurt. But you need to remove them, and you need to remember, stay humble, because eventually the time will come where your truth will come out. And everyone's gonna know that they fucked up by being a fake ass friend, y'all. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today for some girl talk, for some sip with me while I talk. And if you enjoyed this talk that you had with me, please leave me a like. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this topic. I love to chat and talk story. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, that way you get notified when I post a new video. And let me know what else you guys want to talk about. I'm totally down to talk about any type of topic while sipping on some alcohol. Thank you guys. Cheers. Bye.